Okay. So first we are looking for the action class. What is action class? Okay, and why it is needed. So whichever the action can be performed by the keyboard and the mouse event. Suppose if you want to press some keys on the keyboard like Shift, Alt, anything, Tab, Caps Lock, and if you want to perform some right click, left click, means normal click or right click, okay, that all the action can be performed by action class. But if you can see in the normal Selenium, when we are using this method, existing methods, we are not able to click right click actually, we only left click. So I'm just going into the one class. So yeah, this click is a normal click actually, it's not right click. So okay, if you want to perform a right click, then we can use a different method from the action class. It is not present under this WebDriver interface. So in that case, we have to use action class. Okay. So this is action class. You can see it here. Okay. There are multiple methods. Then I'll just discuss the multiple methods in the action class. Okay. Suppose if you want to click and hold on particular object on the UI. So simple, there is a method click and hold. Okay. Suppose if you want to right click on the web page, so we can use this context click. Context means right click actually. If you want to double click, we can use this method double click. I will just show you the syntax as well. Just remember this method at high level. Okay. Suppose drag and drop. Suppose just telling one example here. I'm just seeing if there is any UI present for this drag and drop. I'll just go for the next side. There is a UI present on the Selenium easy. I'll just look for this. So suppose from one position to another position, we have to drag and drop web element, not on this right side. So simply we can go for the drag and drop option there. Just looking for the option if I'm getting any UI for drag and drop. So here I'm not seeing any UI. Suppose one position we have put some web element and we have to drag and drop at another position. So we have to provide two elements here. One is a source where I have to pick that element, and target is that where I have to drop that element. Okay, so this is the method drag and drop. In some cases it's required in the application automation. Then again, drag and drop by these XY coordinates. Suppose if you provide, suppose this image is present at this location by XY coordinates, and I have to drop at that right hand top corner. So I have to just provide the XY coordinates here, from here to here. So it will simply drag this and drop it at this location at the top whenever we require that. But this is not recommended again, XY coordinates, because it will change according to your screen resolution. Okay, so in some machine it will work, in some machine it will not work. So if you want to drag and drop, so simply go for this method, drag and drop first web element, comma, second web element. It will simply drag and drop that particular web element to that particular location. Then key down. Key down means suppose we have to type in the camel case. So simply we when we type manually by the keyboard, we just press the shift. Okay. So suppose if you want to press the shift, so we'll simply apply this key down. So it will, and we'll just pass the keys dot shift. So it will simply press the shift key. Okay, and then we can perform action, and then we can suppose we can just type in the camel case. Or suppose if you want to copy something from the UI, so we will just pass the key down, control, and I will just press the C. The control C, it will just simply copy the text from the UI. So for that purpose, we are using this key down. Okay, and again, if you want to release that key, the control key or a shift key that we have pressed, we have to use this key up option. Again, we are using this very rarely. Key up, key down. We are maximum using this click and hold, context click, double click, drag and drop. These are four are frequently used. Okay, so again third, again move to offset, forget about this XY coordinates again, then move to element. Suppose in some cases you just want to move the cursor, mouse cursor to a particular web element. So simply you have to use this method move to web element, and you have to pass the web element in the bracket. So simply it will just hover the mouse on that particular web element. That is the intention of this move to element method. Okay, and yeah, so yeah, suppose previously we have seen hold method, right? I'm just moving back. Actually, some cases we can just hold the key. So not key, actually the mouse. So in that case, we have to release that mouse. So we can simply use this method, release method. Okay, again, this is for the mouse operation. It is for the left, okay, left mouse button. Then send keys, it will simply work as a normal send keys which we are using in the here in the normal web element. I'll just go again into the class. Suppose if I want to provide some text in the text box, so I'll simply use this send keys. This is a WebDriver send keys. Okay, so I'll just pass the ABC, means any text. So this is very similar. This send key is very similar to actions send key. Okay, there is no much difference. But always prefer WebDriver first, this send key first. If that is not working, then you can go for the action class send keys. Always preference is for the WebDriver operations, WebDriver methods. I will tell you the difference as well. Why? Okay, so this is about the action class. So now there are some common methods between this WebDriver and this action class. Suppose, for example, we are not able to click on the particular web element on the UI by our normal web elements click. Okay, so in that case, we can go ahead with the action, but we have to make sure that we are able to click manually on that particular web element. Unless what will happen, suppose any element is hidden in the backend, we are not able to click by your own. Suppose, for example, this is a UI. I'm not able to click on this add button manually. Okay, so Java action class will forcefully do it from backend. Okay, it will just inject the script in the backend, and it will simply click on this add from backend. And in that case, we can just miss the defect. Okay, so always you have to make sure that if you are able to do it manually, but our WebDriver script is not working, in that case only you have to go for the action class. Okay, so this is about the action class. Any doubts here in the action class? So I'm just going for the practical now. I already created in the last night. So simple, this is actions, action, this object, new action, and I have to provide the driver here. Okay, I'll just show you the methods here for the actions. Not action, it's some object name is action. You can see click, it's we have to click on any element, then click and hold. You can see click and hold. We are using this click and hold, and if you want to release this, we have to use action.release again. Action.release. These are the combined sentences, we can say. Yes, okay. So here we have to pass some web element. Okay, so I'm just typing some random locators here. You can see like this. It will simply click and hold on this element. Okay, it's again based on your application requirement. If you want to hold on particular option on the UI, you can simply go for this method. Then you can see context list, it's right click, we have to pass the web element here, then double click somewhere on the UI, we have to double click on the UI, then simply go for this method. This maximum method are not supported in the normal WebDriver. Okay, then drag and drop, then key down, key up for pressing the special keys, actually not special but Control Alt and Shift keys or caps lock, we can say. Then move to element is simply to hover the mouse on particular web element. Okay, yeah, send keys is there, fine. Okay, fine. So we'll just do some practical here for the one or two method. Just commenting out. I will just use this construct. Right click on the UI. Suppose I want to right click on the UI. So I will just simply use this method context click. And always make sure that when you are using action class, you have to use this build and perform as well. If you're writing only this much code, it will not work. Okay, so this is mandatory. You have to apply build and perform at the last. So now I'm just commenting out below code. I'm just executing this code. Okay, these two lines only. This 3 line actually. This is the object of the home page. It will just invoke the home page. It will just right click on the dynamic ID link. Okay, executing this code. Run as test-ng test. You can simply observe the UI now. This is again we are not frequently using. We can just put this code in the utility package, and you can see now it's a right click on the dynamic ID. We are getting inspect, copy link address, save link as options in the UI. This window you can see. Okay, I'm again executing it. Run as test-ng test. Now see, it's a right click on this dynamic ID. Okay, like this way we can use this action class. Okay, you can try multiple methods by using this action class. And if you have doubts, come with the doubts. Okay, fine. This is about the action class.
Hello.
Yeah, Diksha.
It's not clear like when to use the action class. It's creating confusion for me. I don't know.
Now always go for the WebDriver methods first. First priority is that. Okay.
Okay.
Suppose now you can see I'm just putting some methods here, action, which are present in the action class. Action dot send keys. Just putting some blank values to avoid the error.
Can we give the normal keys with the normal way? We can't pass the value in normal way, no?
We pass the values in the send keys.
Yes, in send keys we pass like we need to pass the send first name we
Yes.
pass through send keys. Correct? Am I
Yes.
correct?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, and you have used this home page dot this one from page factory method.
Yes. Simply this is simply to
This one
open the
not
browser.
downside. This context click.
Context click. Yeah. Context click. Yeah. This is
Okay.
for the right click operation. The right click operation is not present in the normal WebDriver.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's why we are
So you
using
have
this.
passed this link dynamic method in this, like to click this to click this on this context.
Yes.
Then
It
why
will
this
simply.
build dot perform?
This is mandatory unless we are not entering this code. It will not perform anything. This is syntax for this action class.
Okay.
Okay, you have to remember this. Suppose if you are just putting only perform, it will work. That's fine. But in some cases, you might have some sequence of the operation actions. Okay, so you have to build everything and then at the last you have to perform. Okay, when you say perform, it will just actually execute.
Okay. So
So always
the performance the operations which can't be done in normal way, we need to do it by the using action class. This is
action
the
class.
difference.
Yes,
Okay.
right. But always give the first preference to the WebDriver methods, and then it is not happening. Go manually check if it is manually working. Then only go for the action class. Otherwise, raise the defect.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
In
Okay.
some case, what happen in the normal WebDriver, it's not working. Manual also not working, but by action class, it's working. So in that case, we might miss the defect. So don't always use the action class. It is not recommended. But if you are able to do action by manually, but it's not working through a WebDriver, then go for the action class. It's alternate.
Okay. So can you give the example where this action can be used? Like one for the send keys, and the second example can be
Context click. Then I will just put some few methods again here. Action dot. We can see click and hold. This click and hold not present in normal WebDriver. Okay. So we can use action class for sure here if you want to click and hold on particular web element.
okay. So we need to give
Sir,
click and hold dot build dot perform like this.
Yes. Like
Yogesh sir.
yeah.
Sir, you are sending this Yogesh
Mhm.
in action.send key. So where this Yogesh will go, where it will write?
I will just write a syntax again. You can see we have to use this syntax. Target means we have to provide web element here, and then we have to provide the keys here. Miss keys
So
means
we need not to provide any XPath.
here we have to provide, right?
Okay.
I've just missed that syntax. Actually, you can see everywhere there are two methods. I'm again deleting this. You can see click. There is two methods. One is without parameter. One is with parameter. We have to use with parameter. Then only it will just click on that particular web element. Same for send keys. Okay. In second method, you can see it's a web element, and second is a character sequence that we have to send actually. So we have to go for the second one always, not for the first one.
First,
Okay.
can we use if we store the XPath in a variable and we pass the variable there?
No. First we cannot use, right? We have not provided any web element there. We are not providing web element here. So where it will put simply.
What if I want to take the XPath from Page Factory class and
fine,
I need to send the send keys here?
Then go for the second one, second method. First you will pass the XPath here in the target, and you will pass the value which actually you want to send to that particular text box or any text area.
Hello, hi sir, Nagin this side.
I will just put the example. Just Nagin, I'll just hold like this way. You got it, Diksha?
Okay. Passing the method name from Page Factory and then passing the value. Okay.
Yes. Because we should know from where actually we are entering the data. That's why this is a locator here at the first, and we are actually passing this data to the UI. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Nagendra, go ahead. Nagendra, go ahead. Yeah, Ritesh, you got your answer. We are putting the methods in the action class where you put the XPath.
Yes, sir. This line cleared my point. Home dot link dynamic ID.
Yeah, this is we have taken from the Page Factory, right?
Yes. Actually, this is another what we call class, and you are using this like homepage XPath in actions, right?
Yes,
By the
yes.
help of homepage linked ID. Yeah.
Right. Or simply I can use driver.find element or this, but it will just make code more lengthy.
Yeah.
The traditional way. So instead of that, I'm just using the Page Factory. I will just pass the locator here and then second value.
Okay.
Hi sir.
Yeah, Nagendra.
Sir, I use here that find element dot XPath, then send the keys Yogesh. And not this method, not here homepage dot link dynamic ID comma Yogesh. Can you explain it again? How it's working?
Okay, fine. If you look for the normal method, I will again create a normal method here. Home page. I'm not using action class now. I'm just creating the normal WebDriver method. Method line actually, not method. So home page dot, not home page. This is a okay dot link. For example, this is a text box. Consider this is a text box now. Okay. Dot send keys. Now this, suppose I'm passing Yogesh here in this text box. Okay, this is a normal way.
Okay, this link dot dynamic ID is a text box. Okay,
consider this a text box for now. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a normal way. If you want to do it by the action class, then this is syntax.
Okay, I think that link dot dynamic ID something else.
No, don't think about locator now. Just I'm talking about the methods. This can be any locator. Don't worry about that. Okay.
Yes, sir, I can understand. Just like XPath, that link dot dynamic ID is instead of XPath, it is a
yes.
Locator, right?
Right.
Right.
So any more question on this?
ID.
Yeah. So any more questions on this section? Yeah.
So you said we have to go for WebDriver element first, just like send keys. If not working, then we go for action class.
No. First go for the WebDriver method, then check manually if it is really working or not. By manually it's working, but from WebDriver it's not working, then go for action class.
Okay. Just like send keys is working with WebDriver elements, WebDriver methods, right? So we have to put one by one manually to know the methods that are working or not.
Yes, right. No, means simply you are writing simply we will write whole script, and then you can just check if the script is failing. You can manually check on the UI. If manual that's working, but WebDriver's methods are not working, then go for action class. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, sir. Yes, I can understand.
Yeah, don't directly go for the action class. It will for surely work, but you might miss the defect. That's why I'm telling this again.
Okay, okay.
So Yogesh,
Yeah.
When we are performing the action using the action class, so what's the difference? Like, why? How can it be possible? Like, if it's manually, it's not working, but through action class, it works. Like,
Actually, when we are trying any operation by the WebDriver method, it will try to simulate like a human being. For example, human directly click on this in this way, click on remove. Okay, but what action class do? Action class will not do the UI operation. It will just inject some command from the backend, and it will force that button to be clicked on, or that text box. If it is not enabled, then it will again send keys from the backend, and we will just get that keys on the text box, that character on the text box. It do the forcefully. That's the difference. Suppose there are two buttons. Suppose this remove all button is on the top of this remove, means remove is hidden. Still action class can click on this remove button by the backend, from the backend. It can click hidden, action class can click hidden button as well from the backend.
okay.
But really it's not working in the from the UI. So that's why that's the main difference between this action and the normal WebDriver method. So just always give the priority to the WebDriver's methods. That's why I'm telling. Okay. And same happening with the JavaScript executor interface as well, that I'm again going to show you. Okay. It will again do the action from the backend. It will not try to mimic the operation which human can do. Okay, so I think one question from the, just missed the chat. I think line number 28 is not clear, right? So if you want to right click on the UI, so there is a method, and for this method we have to pass some parameter, right? Web element. So I have passed one parameter, and this is syntax you have to remember. For the action class, whenever you are performing any action, you have to use this build perform. Otherwise it will not work. This is syntax again. Okay.
So Yogesh, this build.perform, we have to use on every line or at the end of the action?
Whenever you want to perform the action, that line you have to use this. Suppose if you are clicking something or means any operation, anything, you can just do the .build.perform. It will work.
So the above line also we have to use
Yes,
the lines which you have commented.
This one, right?
Yeah.
We'll check for this. Yes, right. Yes, right. Actually, if you are not putting this, it will not throw any error, but it will not perform anything on the UI.
Okay, so on each and every line we have to use it.
Use this build perform. Yes. Then only it will perform the actual action. Okay. There is no description for this method. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, interface representing single user interface. Let's forget about it. Okay, fine. Okay. Fine. So now moving ahead for the JavaScript executor, which is very similar to actions class. Okay. I think this one, yes. So again, JavaScript executor is the interface that helps to execute JavaScript through the Selenium WebDriver. Again, it's very similar to the action class. Okay. So which operation can be performed by the WebDriver? All the operation can be done by JavaScript executor. Okay. And action class is only used for the keyboard and mouse operation. Okay. Suppose if you want to hit the URL, we can do by using the driver.get. Similarly, there are few methods in the JavaScript executor. We can directly hit that method and we can get the URL to be populated in that URL box. Okay. So it simply use the JavaScript. So why it is needed? So in the Selenium WebDriver, like locator, XPath, CSS, R, etc., are used to identify and perform operation on the web page. So suppose like action class, if that is not working, then we can go for the action or JavaScript executor class again. Same. And how it works? So simply it will inject the JavaScript from the backend to the browser, and it will just browser perform some action from the backend, and we will see the expected output on the UI. It's again similar to the action class. Just remember this. And this is syntax. We have to typecast into JavaScript executor. This is a driver actually that we are using, and we can use this JavaScript object JS dot execute script is a method, and there are two parameters: the script, which action you have to perform, and we have to pass the web element here. Okay, so there might be some confusion. Just let me perform the practical, then you can ask the question. Now I'm commenting the action class. Now you can see this JavaScript executor. Now you can see in the normal click, I just deleted that sentence. Suppose if you want to click, you will just use the home page. I will just uncommenting this part. Object date, then locator, then click. This is a normal way. Okay. And if you want to click by using the JavaScript executor, this is another way. This syntax you have to remember again. First you have to create the you have to typecast into the driver. This JavaScript executor is the interface. The JavaScript executor casting into the driver. Driver is casting into the JavaScript executor. Then we have created the reference, and then we are using this execute script method. And we have to pass two parameters. First, which action we have to perform, and where we have to perform the action, that operation. Okay. So mainly we are using the JavaScript executor for scrolling purpose only. For other purpose, we can use action class. Okay. So scrolling cannot be done using action class. Suppose this web element, for example, I'm going on the UI. Just go for the first UI. Suppose I have landed to this page, uitestingplayground.com, but these below links are not visible for me. So if I want to scroll into the, we have to scroll till the element is visible. So we can use the method from this JavaScript executor, and we can just scroll down, and we can just make these links visible on the UI. Okay. So I have used some click action as well here. So I will just execute the script, and I will show if it is working or not. You have to remember the syntax again. Okay. This is a JavaScript language. It will simply click on the link dynamic ID of the UI. You can see it's clicked, and we have navigated to the dynamic ID page here. It will simply close the browser. That's fine. So now I'm commenting this. I will just show you how to scroll down. There are two methods to scroll. We can just give the XY parameters here to which we have to scroll. Otherwise, we can just give this method. This is a preferable method. We can just remember the syntax, and we can give the web element here. So it will just scroll till this web element. Okay, and we will just get this element on the UI. So I am again executing the script. Sometimes we get the exception element is not visible because it is just down. It is not on the view window. So we have to use this method. You can see it scrolled up automatically in the middle. So we can able to see this dynamic ID now. Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine. So guys, any doubts here? You can ask me now.
Usually, JavaScript is used for scrolling purpose, no?
Yes. But we can do every operation which can be done by WebDriver, but we are not preparing there. Again, it's doing it forcefully.
Okay, well, the preference is for the scrolling of the page to top.
Yes. For the JavaScript executor. Yes. Right.
Okay.
Sir,
Yeah, Nagendra.
sir, scripts are long. So here we do some actions like from scrolling into view. So here script is short, but when script is long, when we put here only.
Script is long means test case you are talking about, right?
Yes, sir.
No, simply we will not put this at the test case level. I will simply put into the utility class now. Let me do that. It's a part of framework development again. I have created utilities class here. I will simply create one class utility package here. I will just simply create a class here. I will just put the action. No. What I just give the name utilities only. That's fine. Utilities. I will create a method here. Public void click by. For example, I'm just putting methods here. Click by action class. I will create object of actions class here. It's actions class. Remember this one S. New action class. Okay. Now I'll simply action dot. I'm getting this error because of this. I will just simply define the WebDriver. Action dot. So it's actions dot. Second parameter, I will pass from this method only web element. You should know how to create a method, so it will just make your task easy. And here I will just pass this. I have created method. Okay. Now, whenever I require this, I will just make this method static. Okay. So I can just access this without using object of this utilities class. So now suppose I need it here in some action class. Okay. So not this, sorry. I will just use this click by. I'm not able to access it. But I've created here. It's a static. Okay, I'll just copy this method name. Going inside this section class. But I'm not able to access it.
So we have to extend the class.
Yes.
Sure.
Utilities.java.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Not extend actually. When we are creating
import the package.
No, we don't have to extend it because we have make it static. That's fine. We have to call it by using class name, right? So yes. I have not used the class name. That's why I'm not able to access.
Yes,
now I'm able to yes, you can see this now. Okay, got it. So now here I will pass the driver, and second I will just pass the web element. For example, this home in here. I'm just putting the example here.
Yes, sir. So this is for action class. I'm just asking for JavaScript.
Same you can do for the JavaScript executor as well.
Okay, so first we create a class where we put the JavaScript methods, then we put the script method argument as a JavaScript.
You have to think why we are just creating the method, because this action class or JavaScript executor can be used across multiple test cases, right? So we cannot write this code everywhere. So simply write this code into the utility package and simply call this method wherever you require.
So then, for example, here I create the JavaScript utilities, just like as you create the class.
Yeah, or simply we can put everything in this class only. That's fine. It's utility class. It will be a combination of
utility, and I create a JavaScript method click by action class. Okay. Then when I using a JavaScript JS object and passing a JavaScript in double quotes, then we pass a utilities dot click by action.
Yes. Let me write this code there. I'm just writing this code. instead of action class, I will use the JavaScript executor now. Okay, so this is a driver, this is a web element I have to pass. Simply I have to uncomment this part. Okay, so now this will just click by using JavaScript executor.
Okay.
I can directly call this method by using this utilities class name. Okay, so these common things you have to put into the utility package, the action class, this JavaScript executor, and there is one more thing actually, robot class is there. The robot class I'll just show in upcoming classes. Robot class is used to perform some operation on the desktop application, not on web application. Okay. So this common thing we will put it here. We will not put at test case level. Okay. Just for showing purpose, I have put everything here. So again, I'll just create one method for this as well to scroll into view. Simply, I'm just going here. We're just creating the method here. Scroll by JavaScript. Of course, it's a JavaScript only, but I'll just mention scroll. Scroll in view by JavaScript. Okay, WebDriver. That's fine. I'll just copy the syntax from here. Don't type this much code at the test case level. You have to keep it separate. Okay, now here I will just pass the web element. Okay, so I'll simply call this method whenever I require this. Okay, so any doubts here, guys, in this method creation, how we can access this? Any doubts? I'm fine with that. There are many things which can be, you can just Google out. Suppose if you want to perform some other operation by using JavaScript. Suppose if you want to hit the URL. No, it's not recommended, of course, but for learning purpose, if you want, you can just Google it out. What are the methods? Here that can be used. Okay, so mainly this is used for JavaScript scroll into view only. So don't use it for other purpose.
So here we created a script, but how we executed in our method, in our test class?
Now simply I'm deleting this code because I have copied all the code at that base utilities class. Okay, so I will just use, now you can see this, I have used the click action by using this. Okay, this is first. Suppose I have to scroll and then I have to click, then I will simply use
utilities. It is also scroll by.
Scroll, yes, right. I will pass the driver and web element.
Web element.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. No, not that.
Okay, so now simply execute it. It will simply reduce the time of actually line of code, and it will just readable as well if you're writing it in single line. Executing it one more time. Scroll to the dynamic ID. It will just simply click. I have performed a click operation here. I'm not sure. Click using action class here. I think it's done. Here, clicked. I think it's passed.
So it's before a scroll view. That's right.
No, he scrolled first and then clicked.
Yes, sir.
Yes. I think it's not clicking. That's fine. Okay.
Sir, because it is a action class, so we have to build and.
Yes, I have put that inside, right?
Yes, sir. It's inside the action class.
Yes, right. I forgot this.
Build and.
Now let me re-execute and observe the UI actually. Previously I have not observed the UI. Yeah, these few things you have to remember, right? It will scroll up and it will, yeah, it clicked. I think previously it was not clicked. Okay, that's fine. Okay, it's done. Fine.
So for each action class, we have to use build and perform, right?
Yeah, each build method actually. This is a method. For each method, you have to use build perform.
And that is not work.
Yes. Otherwise, it will not work. It will not throw in error, but it will not work as well. Okay.
Yogesh, so can we? I believe we can also scroll scroll down to the page using the normal driver class as well, right?
It will automatically scroll in some cases, but if it is not scrolling, then we can go ahead with this method. Suppose now we are executing the previous classes, this one.
No, my question was like, so without using that JavaScript executor, we also can scroll down using the driver class.
What is the method name? Do you know?
No, I don't remember.
No,
I'm just asking.
No. I'm just telling you. Just wait. For example, I'm just clicking on the class attribute, and at first time I'm hitting the. Suppose I'm just landing on this page at first time. Now you can see. Actually, not. I will just remove this home. Yeah. Suppose at first time I'm landing, so you can see the below links are not visible, right? This one dynamic ID class attribute. So in that case, what will happen when I am just performing this operation? This locator dot click, it have to click on the class attribute link. Okay. So at that time, it will just scroll down and click on this. Okay. I'm just executing this code. It will be more clear for you. But in some cases, it is not performing the scrolling down. So that's why we have to use JavaScript executor. I'm not, yeah, you can just observe the UI. Now it's a down. It will just scroll down and just click automatically. But in some website, it's not happening. That's why we have to use that JavaScript executor for the scroll on to view operation.
So sir, there is some method to scroll down in normal driver.
Is it?
Driver no, I don't know. Driver
no, there is no method. There is no method.
Yes.
It okay. I think it can be introduced in latest version, but I don't think so. There is a method. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. It's 9:19 at my clock. So any questions, guys, here? Tomorrow, actually, I will not be available at 10 to 12. So can I reschedule at 2 to 4 or 3 to 5? Just let me your thoughts so I can accordingly schedule the session. Yeah, guys, you can just ping me what is your preferable time. So if everyone is fine, then we can go ahead. Otherwise, what we'll do, I will not take a session today for this learning. We will just solve your doubt on that given time frame. Okay, I'm just preparing 1, 2, 3. So everyone is fine on that slot.
Yes, sir.
And Nagendra is fine.
Yes, 1, 2, 3 will do.
Okay. Yes, Shubham, at what time you are preparing?
8 to 10.
Pardon?
8 to 10.
8 to 10. No, actually I'm busy till 12 tomorrow. I'm going out.
Okay.
So tomorrow we will not take session. You guys can join from 1 to 3 and we will just resolve your doubt on the framework, or we can just do the more R&D on this. Okay. So we can just make it as an optional, but if I'm happy, if you are all the joinings, all possible candidates can join. Okay. So we'll do more R&D on this framework itself. We will not handle new topic.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll just, if you're getting time, we will just review the assignment as well. Okay, not all assignment, but I will just give the high level overview of that, how to create a locator that I have given the assignment. Okay, because that's somewhat unique locators actually, having different properties. Okay, I think everyone is fine, so we can schedule it at 1, 2, 3 tomorrow. Okay, just remember this. Okay, so yeah, I think it's a 9:20. So I'm done from my side. Let me stop recording.